He paid the price, and nothing is worth anything unless someone's willing to buy it. You know, Hope Diamond, if there wasn't a buyer for it, would be just a piece of glass that was real pretty. Mm-hmm. But because so many would love to own it, it's priceless. Well, God has chosen to own us, and there's no one bigger than God.
And we're priceless.
Yeah. We're created in His image, and His image is not real pretty sometimes, but we are His image.
Going back, boy, I don't know when it was, Mark. I don't know, 13, 14 years ago. We were at our old facility, and we had an interview back then, and that was kind of early on in the internet age, and not everyone had a website and all that kind of stuff. And we were early in it, and you were early with your site, and we had a good conversation that day about where all this is going. And so now all of a sudden, fast forward, here we are 14, 15 years after that.
Who would have dreamed?
Who would have dreamed all this stuff? And I know, because I think I know you enough that you're eyeball deep in all of it. Are you?
Oh, yeah. Well, until I got bored. The problem, just what I said earlier, the only reason I keep chasing God is because He hasn't bored me yet. And He knows if I get bored, I'll be off to the next thing. It's nothing to do with spirituality. It's all to do with interest for me. And hopefully that is affecting my spirituality. But the internet is, I have marklowry.com, and then I'm on Twitter under Mark Allen Lowry. And I think it's amazing. It can be used such a great tool to immediately get the news out. I'll be sitting on my back porch and think about something, and then I'll go to my computer and write it down, and then it evolves into a story, and then I'll tweet it or put it on and instantly it seems like I'm getting email from people. I needed this today. This came just at the right time. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't out there trying to reach anybody. I just thought of something. Mm-hmm. And it's so cool that I remember trying to tell JD something one time about the internet, trying to explain it to him. And he looked at me for a while, and I had my laptop there and everything. He said, "Mark, do you like golf?" I said, "No, I've never golfed. I don't know how to golf." He said, "How bored would you be if I sit here and talk to you about golf?" He said, "This is boring me. I don't know anything about this." And I never talked to him about it again. But it was just, it's not his world. It wasn't how he grew up. I know my grandfather would have loved it, because he was like me. He loved all the new gadgets and all that kind of stuff.
Before we started, you tweeted. What did you tweet from here, from Solid Gospel? Didn't you say you tweeted?
Yeah, I said I'm fixing to be with Les Butler on Solid Gospel.
All right.
Yeah. And I was just kind of telling everybody what we're doing this day as we promote this DVD,
What about, do you still have, I know you had Mark Lowry TV. Do you still have that?
Well, it's up there. You can go back. See, if you go to my website, everything I've done for the past 10 years, which is how the website is, or 11 years now,
okay,
it's still there. I mean, you can get lost in that website. And you also notice that I do things over and over and over, like a Mark Lowry show on the internet. I had a radio show on the internet. I did all these different things. But it's because I was learning how to edit, and I was learning. So I would do these things just so I could go edit them. It really even wasn't about the content. I just wanted to edit something.
Yeah.
And once I learned how to do that, they stopped. I've not done it. I'll probably do more in the future, but only when I think of something great to talk about, probably. Because once you've learned how to do something, it's over. So I got to do a bunch, and then stop. And there's no ending to it. Like we did.